my name is Russell Smith, and I'm the Technology Facilitator for Fuquay Moreno High School, as well as Carpenter Elementary, and I'm back today with another Tech Tidbit. Today's Tidbit deals with a website that allows you to create an interactive timeline, but it can also be used as a project display tool of some sort. It's called, I guess it's pronounced history.co, www.hstry.co. I guess it's short for history. I guess you pronounce it that way. It's just not spelled that way. But anyway, this is the login. You do have to sign up. It is a free website. If you're a teacher, you click here to sign up, and you fill out your title, your first name, your last name, your email, your password, and your password confirmation, and then we'll send you a confirmation link in your email. I have already signed up for an account, so I'm going to go ahead and go back and log in, pause the video, and I'll join you very shortly. So I'm logged into my history.co account. You can see I've already done a little bit of work on it, so it's not brand new like you'd see the first time you log into it. But it kind of functions kind of like a website where the teacher creates a classroom space and then they can add students to it. So what happens is, if you want to create a new class, you enter the class name. For example, I'm going to call it Mr. Smith's second period. Increase the name there. You determine what level of school it is. For example, I'm going to call this high school. Then you click create the class. And this is the code that you would provide to the students. So when they want to join your class and they go to history.co, they can sign in to your class, enroll in your class by entering that particular code for that class. But as I mentioned, this website allows you to make timelines, which could also be used as a type of presentation tool. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the timelines button right here and go straight to it. You have a number of history timelines and community timelines, which you can view if you want to. Of course, there are lots of other people who have made timelines using history.co. But in this case, I'm going to go ahead and create a brand new one. I'm going to click right here under My Timelines. You notice that when students in your class create timelines, they will be placed under here. But since I don't have any students right now, there are no timelines to show. I'm going to show you how to make a timeline. You click this button that says Create a New Timeline. And there are text boxes that show you what you can do to add information. You can click here to add a cover. So you can browse your computer, select an image. So I'm going to pause for a moment and find an image to upload, and then we'll start creating our timeline from scratch. So what I've done is I've restarted the video, and what I've done is I have downloaded a bunch of images to use for my timeline. So I have downloaded an image for the solar system. Let's use solar system. Give it my solar system a title, or my project a title, calling it the solar system. You can give an introduction to the timeline. Okay, so as you see, once you create your title and you create your banner, you can also add credits for the image. You don't want to put it in google.com, but wherever you happen to get the image from, you need to put that information in there. You can change the heading if you want. Now you'll see, as you go up and down, you can see that there's a center line for your timeline. This is really meant to, if you want to create a chronological timeline, but in this case, what I'm going to do is I can also show you how you could use it to create a display board for a project. So if I click here upload the image. I'm going to put in, upload a picture of the sun. And you can, and then you go on the left-hand side and enter the text. Now what you can do is if you need more space, you can move it up or down along the timeline. You can also rearrange it as long as you're holding that button. If you don't hold it, then you can't move the text box. Same thing goes with the picture. So if you need to move it to rearrange it, move it up and down on your timeline, or on your display board in this case, you can do that. You can also paste in a link for a YouTube video if you like. So I've already copied a YouTube link. I'm going to paste it in here. And then, so if you want to have a video about the sun, you can have it playing there. You can also add a link to an audio file if you want to, although I can't imagine what I have an audio file of the sun for. So I'm going to delete that. You can delete that and then ask you, are you sure? And I click yes, I'm sure. So if you want to add more facts to your timeline, because we only have one text box, one picture, and one video, we can click this plus in the middle, and you can add a text box or an image. I'm going to add an image first. For my next planet, I'm going to choose Mercury. It's uploading the picture from Mercury. Title it. And then on the left-hand side, I'm going to add a text box for Mercury. So I'm going to go through the process of adding images, text, and maybe even video for all the planets in the solar system. So the next one is Venus, I believe. And a text box for Venus on the left-hand side. And I'm going to pause the video and continue the process of building my timeline. I'll rejoin you in a moment. Okay, I am back, and what I've done in the hiatus in the recording of this video, I have added all the text and the pictures for all the different objects in the solar system that I wanted to add, including the Sun, Mercury, and Venus, and Earth, and actually Earth and Moon, Mars, asteroids, meteors and meteorites, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus. One thing I forgot to mention when you're creating your quiz is you do have to designate one of your answers as the correct answer. And how you do that is you just check mark the box to the left of the answer that is the correct answer. Now you can also create a did you know if you want. So I'm going to upload an image. And it says the content item cannot be blank. So when you are ready, if your project is finished, you can view the timeline. And in this case, you can't add any more parts to it until you go back into edit mode. And you can click edit the timeline if you want to go back. But when you're ready to share, you just designate which class you want to share it with and click share timeline. And then you choose one or more areas that match your timeline. You can click other in this case. I'm going to click continue. I will click science, and then I will click share my timeline. And now it's currently under review. But in the meantime, you can still access it. That's basically how you create a project or a timeline using history.co. Thanks for watching. My name is Russell Smith, and I hope to see you next time for another Tech Tidbit.